know the rules and how to play, but now it's time to see the ideas you have learned put into action in an actual game. In this game, we'll see how two pieces working together can be a powerful force, and that a king surrounded by pieces isn't always safe. Let's take a look. White begins the game with e4, controlling the center and opening up lines for the queen and light-squared bishop. Black plays c6, a move we haven't seen yet. The idea is to prepare the move d5 on the next turn and attack the strong pawn on e4. White plays d4, controlling more space in the center and also opening up the dark-squared bishop. Black strikes back in the center with d5, threatening to capture the pawn on e4 on the very next move. When the opponent threatens to take one of our pieces, it's natural to feel worried. Remember, it's okay to make even trades, such as a pawn for a pawn. What you don't want is to give away your pieces for nothing. In this situation, White could push the pawn forward with e5, White could capture the pawn on d5, or, as in the game, protect the pawn and develop a piece with knight to c3. After d takes e4, knight takes e4, White's knight recaptures the pawn and moves directly into the center. Black now plays knight to d7, developing a knight and also preparing the next move, knight g to f6, with the idea that if the knight gets captured, Black is ready to recapture the knight, like that. The drawback to this move is the light-squared bishop is blocked, and also notice Black's king has no moves. We'll take a look and see if that becomes a problem. White plays bishop to c4, activating the bishop to a powerful diagonal, and as you know, pointing at the weakest point in Black's camp, f7. Black plays knight g to f6, attacking White's knight, and White plays knight to g5, avoiding the knight's attack and joining the light-squared bishop in attacking the f7 square. In this position, Black should play e6, blocking the light-squared bishop's path to the f7 square. But Black does not have a sense of danger in the position and plays h6, attacking the knight and assuming that it's going to move backwards. Can you find the move that immediately wins the game for White?
Yeah,
that's
bishop
right.
f7.
Bishop takes f7. White delivers checkmate, threatening to capture the king on the next turn, and notice Black's king is surrounded, or should we say smothered, by its own pieces.
Good game, bro.
It cannot escape the attack. You've learned a lot so far. Can you put your ideas into action? Let's prove it in the challenges.
Let's prove, guys. Okay, we'll start challenges now. Let's open the game by moving the pawn in front of White's king. Move towards into center. Okay, like this. We did this. Great job. White moves a pawn into the center, opening up the lines for bishops and queen. Black moves does not directly control the center. Pushes another down in the center. Excellent work. Playing the game is done. Let's start new lesson. Control the center.